Story time on how I got my child's mouth that did have cavities to go from this to this, and how you can too. So, gonna make it quick, gonna make it short because I know most of us don't like long stories. So, quick story time. A couple of months ago, about 2, 3 months ago, I took my daughter to her annual checkup for her teeth. She is 6 years old. She went to the dentist and they told me that she did have a cavity that was already in it was in bad shape, as well as one that was potentially about to be in bad shape. So she had like 1.5 cavities, and they told me that there was nothing that they could possibly do but pretty much perform oral surgery for those teeth, because they wouldn't go through the regular situation of like filling your teeth or doing filling, because she was a child. So she would have to get a special oral surgery as a kid. Mind you, these are baby teeth. Yeah, okay. So I'm not somebody that's 100% against modern medicine. I am a person that is always holistic medicine first, but always figuring out ways to collaborate. So I listen to the science, but I also listen to the spiritual. I listen to the natural, right? So I told the dentist, I'm not comfortable with that being the final decision. I'm going to do my own research, and I will circle back with you if there is no other way. If I see that my child is starting to be in pain because she is not talking about pain or, suffering right now, if she does start to say that she's in pain, we will be back, because I don't want my child to go through that. But I'll circle back. So I did my research as usual, and it wasn't just the typical, oh, what's good for teeth? What herb is good for teeth? Google search, right? It's deep research. It's deep diving, understanding what your teeth are composed of, understanding what's the role of each of the parts of your teeth. What helps your teeth grow? What is the makeup of your body and the different parts of just the process of mineralization and remineralization. So I did a lot of deep research on that, and then tried to figure out herbs that had phytochemicals that would kind of match that those roles, to see if they can work together. And I came out with a powder mouthwash. So we had to do our experimentation, okay? And I made sure that everything that I used was child friendly. It was child safe. There was nothing that was going to give some weird side effects for my baby, because my baby is my baby first, okay? So I did just try to record her full routine of what she did every day. So there was not too much that we changed in her routine. She always brushed 2 times a day, morning and night. The only difference when it comes to her diet is that she really loved apple juice, and we started to kind of pull away from apple juice a little bit, gave her more water instead of having apple juice. But besides that, there was nothing else that really changed. She would always brush in the morning, and then she would use regular mouthwash that she would get at any store during the morning. And then in the evening, she would do the same thing. So the only thing that I changed about her evening routine was, instead of her using the store mouthwash, she would use the mouthwash that I would make. So with the powdered mouthwash, she would get a shot glass pretty much of the mouthwash. It was like 1/8 of the tablespoon of the 1/8 of a teaspoon of the powder in water, mixed it up, it dissolved, and she would swish it around her mouth for 30 to 45 seconds every night. After she spit it out, she left whatever residue was in her mouth for the night. So there was not a chaser of water or anything else that was going in her mouth after she used the mouthwash. She did not use water to swish around and spit out whatever was left. Whatever was left in her mouth was what she was going to sleep with. That's it. Okay? So we did this for a total of, well, at this point it's more than 30 days, but we did this for a total of 30 days to see where it was going to go. Every night when she did it, I made sure to take a picture of her mouth so I can see if there was any progress, if it was getting worse, if it was getting better, what was happening inside her mouth. So this was day 1. This was day 10. Yeah. And this was day 30. Yeah. These are not edited. These are not altered at all. These are true pictures of what happened to her mouth. We went back to the dentist, and the dentist was really baffled, asking me, what did I do for that to happen, because according to the last x-rays, those teeth were not going to be saved, and she had those cavities, and there was no trace. There was no trace. And I told her that I does this. So, all of that being said, for two reasons. One, learning about herbs and herbalism, especially in the context of anything ancestral herbalism, African herbalism, is important, because you need to learn how you're collaborating, how to be in harmony with the herbs in your body. It's not just about what an herb does and trying to throw it into something, but really understanding what an herb does and how that works with your body is important. You learn that in my classes on tuba.org, TUBHA.org. Secondly, people have already been asking, because I've told this story already, about the mouthwash, and it is available. So if you're interested in getting some of the mouthwash, it's a powdered mouthwash, you can go to the link in my bio. So yes, that is my story, and I hope to see you in class. Bye.